Back in November, I narrated a book called Yuletide Bride by Kasey Stockton, and it was getting into the Christmas spirit, so I didn't really think I could share it back in November. But now Christmas has arrived in my booth. Look at my lovely snowflake lights and my little Father Christmases. Ho, ho, ho. So I am going to share a lovely little Christmas moment from the book where it talks about having a drink called wassail, which I hadn't even heard of before, but I am definitely going to try that this year instead of the typical mulled cider and mulled wine. And also, I would really love a hearth where I could throw a little Yule log upon it. Everything was dotted with red holly berries, or white mistletoe berries, and the sharp earthy scent of evergreen and sweet aroma of holly filled the house. Wassail simmered in the kitchen, making the sharp tang of cinnamon, apple and orange waft through the halls. It was, simply put, magical. All they needed was a Yule log burning in the hearth. Mercy walked through the house, adjusting things here or there to ensure perfection. She wanted everything to be just right. She let herself down the corridor and into the drawing room. The harsh sounds of banging overhead proved the men were still working on the roof, and she was grateful they were willing to continue, even on the eve of Christmas. And, of course, a Christmas book would not be a Christmas book without a little kiss under mistletoe. Colin reached for her hand, holding it in both of his. His thumbs brushed against her knuckles, his eyes glued to them. "You are perfect, Mercy, just as you are. You are kind, you are charitable, you make me laugh. All important things, according to Lady Edith, and, if I am being honest, important to me. My aunt must have known precisely what I both needed and wanted when she wrote that letter." He lifted his gaze. "Above that, you are very beautiful. If I have given you reason to suspect I believe otherwise, it was unconsciously done. It has been a trial these last few weeks not to kiss you, but with how quickly we were married, I had hoped to allow you time to find your place here and become comfortable." His cheeks appeared flushed. I was attempting to be a gentleman. Her heart raced. Beautiful? So he'd not put her off because he could not stomach the thought of kissing her? She blinked away the emotion clouding her eyes, and hoped he could not feel the pounding of her pulse in her hand. "I did not know,"